What's up? It is Wednesday, 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Blah, 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 you're joining me at Cannabis Legalization News. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Haters, non-haters, you all count because the algorithm doesn't give a fuck. All right, so what we're going to talk about. Let's check this shit out. So Seth Rogan was trending yesterday, the day before, 2 days in a row. Goddammit, he was like one of the top trends. Why was he trending? Because he made a rolling trade. Now look. First off, all respect and love to Seth Rogen, like for real, mad respect for all his movies. But who the fuck are you selling to, dude? Let's go back. First off,
hi, it's Seth, and if you're like me, you roll a lot of joints. So
let's meet that. This tray is not awesome. I mean, like I get, like it's a nice. If you're gonna go serve, like look, it's got a little cup holder for your grinder. It's got a little ashtray for your ash. It's even got a little place where you can put your rolling papers. I mean, I get it. It's cool. You made your own thing, but dude, this. So I thought, oh, okay, cool. He's got a rolling tray. Then on Reddit, somebody posted, like they looked it up. Come on, bitch. There we go. All in one rolling tray. Fucking $485. Anybody? Like, if I had $500. I wouldn't buy a rolling tray. I would pay rent or fucking buy a new Xbox that I need. Or I don't know, $500. It would not be that. And then, this is not the worst part. Like whatever. But so, go back to his page. Oh shit. We got a special guest, Tom, live in the fucking apocalypse. Let's see if we can add him in real quick. Hey.
What's going on, man?
What is up, dude? Where you at?
I am in the Embassy Suites in St. Charles, Missouri. You can see, goes all the way up.
Dude, it looks nice there.
Yep, it's not bad. And so I'm at the this trade show. Actually, I'm not. I'm at the Embassy Suites, but I can go over to that trade show and just hang out there.
Totally, dude.
How's the feed going?
Oh, it's going good. You look clear. You sound good. I think this could be really interesting as long as you keep the signal strong out there.
Not sure about that, but we'll see what happens.
That's it. We never know, thanks to the modern technology, right? Shit. So, hey.
I'm on their Wi-Fi now.
Oh, are you?
As I go over to that convention center over there, it's over there. It might not work as well.
Well, we'll see how it goes. In the interim, I just started showing Seth Rogen's new $500 rolling tray, but I went to his website off of the Twitter link. So I go here, I click on the house goods, the house plant website, and this is where I just don't know who this guy's selling to, like who his
wealthy
target audience. Yeah, I mean, obviously, look at this.
Did you know 8% of people are millionaires? And so those are the people he's like, people who have $500 to say that I have a Seth Rogen rolling tray.
Dude, it's not even just a rolling tray. So like you have to sign up to see that price. But if you go to the accessories section, I mean, they're selling. We're go back up. There was like a $500 cup, like this stupid shit. Like who buys this shit? Like $500. Yeah, wealthy people say it's a Seth Rogen. Here we go. It's a $225 carrying case, $295 rock cup set. I feel like he's so out of touch. Like, how are you have so much fucking money? You're like, you know what? If he didn't have money, I just don't think this houseplant website would be like paying your bills. If you're charging $300, $500 for shit, you know what I mean?
Wow.
It just doesn't seem like a feasible. Like, this is how I'm gonna turn a profit. Like, he's lucky he's wealthy already.
I don't know about that, man. That's like one of the ways that you make money is you either try to be Walmart or you try to be Mercedes. And so if he's going for being Mercedes, he's going for being like the best, the wealthiest, the most opulent, the most luxurious. That's one lane.
That's true. It's like the whole Supreme thing. Like, I never really caught that. You slap a label. Well, it was funny to me. So are you familiar with Trog, the artist Trog?
No.
Trog is a very famous for cannabis events. He's done many posters for Seattle Hemp Fest, Hash Bash, and all this other stuff. And at the same time, he's released rolling trays that I'm like, that's something here. I'm going to show you real quick. So the art of Trog, my man here, this is what I'm talking about. So Seth Rogen's rolling tray, I just was not impressed by it because check this one out. It lights up.
Oh my goodness, they put LED lights in it. I think that's really important for them to do, to put the LED lights in.
Have you ever tried rolling at night, packing a bowl at night? I'm just saying it'd be a hell of a lot better. You know, and a lot of the everybody's saying, you know, man, There's not many people in our audience that would buy one for sure. There's not. There's not a lot of love for Seth.
Well, maybe we should, appeal for a more luxurious audience. But then, how many people are watching? I can't even tell.
Oh, we're at 62 right now.
Yeah, that's all right. Did you tell them to likes and subscribes, and then smash them thumbs ups? And
well, I did that. Thank you for joining us on a Wednesday.
Thank you for joining us on a Wednesday. Did you introduce yourself?
Oh shit! Yeah, it's Mickey 420. If y'all don't know. But I hate being redundant to people. I don't like treating people like they're stupid, which is the unfortunate part of like.
No, it's not that. It's just that's how branding works, and so branding has to be consistent. So it's a formula.
No, I get it. And sometimes I feel like it's pandering, but I know it's not because it really does factor into like increased numbers and shit like that of saying the same thing over and over and over again.
Yep. So what was the lead story for today? Was it really the $500 rolling paper?
Well, no. So I got this much love and hate from people in Texas. Now we have Beto O'Rourke is running for governor, and let's watch his welcoming his announcement.
I'm running for governor, and I want to tell you why. This past February, when the electricity grid failed,
he mentions legalization,
and millions of our fellow Texans were without power, which meant that the lights wouldn't turn on, the heat wouldn't run, and pretty soon their pipes froze and the water stopped flowing. They were abandoned by those who were elected to serve and look out for them. It's a symptom of a much larger problem that we have in Texas right now. Those in positions of public trust have stopped listening to, serving, and paying attention to, and trusting the people of Texas. And so they're not focused on the things that we really want them to do, like making sure that we have a functioning electricity grid, or that we're creating the best jobs in America right here in Texas, or that we have world-class schools, or that we make progress on the things that most of us actually agree on, like expanding Medicaid or legalizing marijuana.
Bam. That was it. I hear a lot of people, oh shit, I think we lost Tom. I think Tom froze. That's it. All right, Tom. We'll pull you out, I think. And you'll join us back when you're not frozen. So there you have Beto O'Rourke. He talks about legalization running for governor. I honestly think this is your best chance, Texas. That's it. I mean, there's no. Here's the thing. People like right now. People are like, well, Biden said he was going to legalize weed. No, he didn't. None did Trump. Like none of these fuckers ever ran off a campaign that said, "Oh, we're going to legalize cannabis, marijuana." Beto O'Rourke is, and I think this is honestly your best chance in Texas to get progress. Like I don't know why that word is so scary. Progress, going forward. Putting all in the same plate. It's crazy how divisive these assholes can be, and right now I think Beto's your own choice, right? Like the single voter issue thing. This get you off your asses, get out there and vote. I honestly think this is the man. Because in the meantime, people like in Oklahoma, people are going to get fucked with. Hey, Tom's back. Hey,
I had to go outside for a better signal.
Oh, no worries, man. It's funny. I ran the video, and then I was just trying to be quiet because O'Rourke mentions legalization as one of the things that we all agree on.
Oh, really?
And my thing is, people like with the past presidents, Trump ran on legalization. He did not. He said he believed in state rights bullshit. They said Biden believed in legalization. No, he did not. None of these fuckers ever made a statement about legalization. Beto O'Rourke did.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Maybe he'll win Texas then. That'd be great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but maybe people are afraid of all those guns Obama forgot to take. You know what I mean? Like, this is a weird world we live in where people are just mad at Beto for being a Democrat, right? I don't know what the policies are. There's a lot of fear mongering about like bullshit.
Yeah, there is, and then it's also people believe what they believe, and so if you're going to be something that they don't believe in, they aren't going to like it. They're like, I'm not voting for that guy. I don't believe in him.
Well, I think the biggest problem here, dude. I mean, maybe you can help me talk this out, but I think how I've always said like I'm not an R or D. I don't believe in any of that stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But the R's are really like I get Macy just submitted that bill, right? Good on her. Yay, you did a good thing. But
good work, Mace. Right.
But the leadership of the party itself, it represents Jewish space lasers to me. You know what I mean?
Jewish space lasers. But then didn't like somebody literally say that? Isn't that a Macy Green person or something that represented Green? All right. Well, so yeah, there's nut jobs out there.
Well, as I'm saying, they'll be run by
districts too.
Dude, they're being run by nut jobs. I just watched the Trump Lindell interview, so nobody else would have to.
Man.
Oh my God, it was so fucking painful. I think if you stay still in one spot, I don't know. Maybe
it's not working.
I think the signal's trying to catch up with you. Are you frozen again? I can't hear. No hearing. All right, back to other stuff. Wait, he is. Oh shit.
Sorry, I got cold, and so I left. And
well, I think your signal's better now.
Oh yeah, because I just picked up the Wi-Fi. That's why.
Pretty much it. So, when's the convention? Where's it at? And what booth number are you at?
It's right over there, and I'm at booth 502. So, if we...
Where in the world is
I don't
right
know
over
if
there?
I'm... Right over there. It's right over there. I just don't know if I'm able to... I could refresh my browser if I do mic, camera, front camera, back camera, and now you're with me. Oh, there you go. And it's right up that staircase. It's not,
neat.
though. It's down this staircase, and then through that door.
But you're in Illinois?
No, I'm in Missouri.
Missouri.
So talking to some nice people, and nobody's here, which is kind of nice. And that's one of the reasons why I don't have to wear a face mask, because I'm in Missouri.
What convention is it from Missouri?
It is what do they call them? I think it's the EIP now. They rebranded themselves, so I think they call them the Emerging Industry Professionals. And so this is I'll be giving a speech. Something.
Oh, nice.
I
think you're losing your signal.
There. I think I'm in seminar room 2. It may...
Man down. All right. Back to the wait, maybe. Nope. All right. Let's go back to this guy. So, changes coming to Oklahoma medical marijuana industry in 2022. Watch out, Oklahoma. I've said it before. It's like I'm a Nostradamus. I see shit coming. So, this is definitely one of them. You have a prosperous medical industry out there, and let's who are we kidding ourselves? It's not just medical, right? But it's an industry. You have a prosperous, well-to-do industry out there. Hey, you're back. Hey, so I'm going over this article. Changes are coming to Oklahoma's medical market industry in 2022. News Channel 8 down in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Medical marijuana is one of the fastest growing businesses in Oklahoma. There are 8,300 growers and processors, along with 2,300 dispensaries statewide. So that's a good chunk of people out there who are pulling in some money. Oh shit, check out Tom's. Are you in the? Let's see. Yeah, he is. What up, dude? All right. So you may not be able to hear me. I see your feet. Nope, wait. And we're got. All right. So what this has to do, what this saying is, Speaker Pro Tempore Rep Terry O'Donnell says the rapid growth is leading to increased crime. Bullshit. The crime they're referring to is the actual industry, which is crazy. Hey, Tom's back. I wonder if I hope he doesn't go to the bathroom with the phone on like that. That'd be wild. Anyways, let's come on. Can you imagine, like, you don't know your phone's on, you got to take a poop? Anyways, got out of control with the number of licenses that have been issued, the number of illegal grows, the amount of marijuana that's grown illegally in the state of Oklahoma versus the amount of marijuana that's obviously going somewhere on the black market. Representative O'Donnell, why are you scared? Why are you worried about cannabis leaving your state? I mean, no one's dying. I don't know. There's no crime in cannabis, right? So they spoke with the agency tasked with handling medical marijuana in the state of Oklahoma, which is a small Oklahoma Medical Marijuana Authority. It's basically an agency that started from nothing to manage new business. Right now, the issue is manpower, they said. So, Oklahoma, please protect your cannabis market. And other state news that I pulled up today before got in whatever. New Jersey recreational license, or might be, oh wait, no, that's the one. My bad. We get to the home. There we go. State plans some cannabis rural industry changes. According to New Mexico, this is the New Mexico one. The Cannabis Division Control. This is the one that Tom and I have talked about. Their market is so easy to access as far as it's an app. It's an app to apply for a license in New Mexico right now. Now, the question is when. But New Mexico is planning the Cannabis Control Division of New Mexico Regulation and License Department has decided to change some of its rules regarding recreational marijuana businesses. But local officials said it won't change anything in the county or city for a while, if at all. So these aren't released yet. They're planning on being released. The plan changed to 16.81 and 16.82 comes in response to feedback that the Cannabis Control Division received during last month's public hearing on the rules, as well as feedback from the Cannabis Regulatory Advisory Committee. So that's interesting. I don't know what they don't say they're going to be released yet. So stand by if you're in New Mexico. If you let's see, basically they clarify the state will act as a regulatory body. Yeah, I would just say if you're in New Mexico, pay attention out there. You know, you're on it. Oh, I got a chat in private chat. He can't hear me. Oh, that was weird. We could hear him too. That's so wild. All right. So next up to bat. Bills will cut down how much medical marijuana caregivers could grow. All right, Michigan. There's lots of people out here fighting against these bills because they are trying to end your caregiver program out there in Michigan. If you're in Michigan, be on the lookout. Join these groups. I know there's a couple of them on Facebook and Instagram, Michigan caregivers and whatnot. And also watch out because if they're a part of the MCBA, probably not out for your best interest. Look at the rules. Montana cannabis industry is scrambling to finalize details before recreational sales begin. I'm going to tell you, when I was in Montana 7 years ago, they had some bomb-ass weed. I had some pink champagne out there for the first time. They got really good growers. They have really good just culture at the time. Hey, Tom's back. Let's see if we can get him in here. Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Great. I can't report from the trade show.
So funny thing,
lose the feed. Yeah,
we saw you walking in there.
Uh-huh.
We saw your feet, and then I wasn't sure if you knew or not. And I saw your message about you couldn't hear. Yeah. But my main concern was like, does he see that we have the feed on? I hope he doesn't go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's hilarious. That would have been just like the Naked Gun.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
So since you left, I've talked about Oklahoma. There are people, representatives talking about wanting to change rules because the illicit market getting crazy. And the other state was Montana is still trying to. Oh, and New Mexico is announcing rule changes. They don't know yet. I posted that link in our Slack before, though.
Yeah, I saw that. New Mexico's got a lot of operators that have applied, over 2,000, and there's about 120 that have actually worked their way through. No license has been issued yet. Now it's open, so like you still need to have the right templated application form. But that's really about the only play. So if anybody wants help in New Mexico, we get help, but their budgets are usually like less than $100,000 because anybody can get a license. And so like if I was trying to make money in New Mexico, I'd probably only be charging maybe like $5,000 for the application.
But New Mexico, really the big issue is land, right? I mean, there's only so much space.
Water.
In water. I mean,
right.
You can
but, Beto O'Rourke hasn't been elected yet. I'd be putting a dispensary on the border of Texas.
Oh, God, yeah, dude. Oh, easily. Yeah, and then Montana's still scrambling to finalize their details for recreational sales before the sales begin. Let's see if I can add that here. Yeah, so Montana Public Radio.
Good.
And
Montana's cannabis industry is scrambling to finalize details before recreational sales begin. When do recreational sales begin, Miggy?
And that's what we're going to get into. So recreational cannabis sales begin in less than 2 months in half of Montana's counties. Regulators and retailers alike are scrambling to finalize last-minute details before January 1st. Holy crap, the end of the year is almost here.
Wow. Yes, I know. I tell you.
Wow.
These years, they just go.
Months, dude. Months seem like years, especially the last 4.
I don't know about that. Like, I am now triple vaxxed, but I haven't cut my hair yet. So like, I'm not considering the full COVID until my company the cannabis license has finished its capital raise.
Oh, sure.
For at least its first round of capital raise. And so when that happens, and it might only take another month, then I'll have enough money to be able to afford a mullet for a week before everybody's like, I'm not hiring this guy. You know that guy over there with a mullet? No way. Yeah.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
And then I'll get a proper business haircut for 2022.
All right, on, dude. Yeah, and it's fucking picking up here in Seattle. I don't know about you over in Chicago, but man, traffic. It's like the pandemic's going back to when it was. We've got concerts out here. We got, all you gotta do is just, I don't know. Just it's busy again.
It's busy again, but then like here in Missouri, if this was Illinois, they'd want you to mask way more. But then Missouri, nah. And so that's kind of nice. But you still have a few more people in the family to get some vaccines, but then everybody will be triple vaxxed, and now they have pills for it. And so, like, do you think the people are going to take the pills instead of taking the vaccine?
I mean, I really hope people listen to their doctors and science, but whatever,
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's still people that think it was an unfair election, which I've always ran about. But
that's all right. I'm sure somebody just gave us a thumbs down right now because you would even insinuate that.
So many people.
I'm gonna get closer to this wonderful background. It's Tom.
That's pretty nice.
Next to a fountain.
So New York news.
Greenery. New York news. Nice.
Yes. No dispensaries. Come on. Let me just figure out this thingy. Did I do it? There you go. No dispensaries coming to
Control plus it.
Lake George. That's what it said.
Zoom. Yeah. No dispensary is coming to Lake George. Village opts out of cannabis sales. So continuing legalization shall take years. Election cycles bring new cities that legalize, even in California today, and also in states like Colorado. Moratoriums may ease, but that's the benefit of the dual licensing system, and Washington doesn't have that, neither does Illinois. I'm in Missouri right now. Missouri is not a dual licensing system. It's also a single licensing system. So the state provides the license, but, in New York and also in New Jersey, especially in New Jersey, it looks like they're going to have, they aren't calling it a host community agreement, but it's something similar to it. The city says like they preference you. They say, we like these people. They can go into business here.
Dude, what's sad, dude? Like California and Hawaii, you would think the most pristine places, and hell, even this place looks gorgeous. Like, I would love to smoke a joint on the lake and just enjoy my life there. But because prohibitionists exist and ignorance exists, we can't just be civil adults and enjoy the fresh air with some cannabis use. But if I want to drink all I want and smoke a cigarette in front of you,
I got another lovely view of a bar right behind me. That's a hotel bar. Now, can you imagine if they had the Hotel Dab bar? Well, you have to keep waiting. It's going to take a few more years.
Exactly. And that's what the whole, right? We want alcohol and cannabis to be treated the same.
Parity between the substances, right?
But, and more New York news, dude. It's not going to be happening until 2023.
All right, zoom in on this one. And let's go over the licenses to sell cannabis in New York City won't be issued until 2023, according to a new report.
So according to the reporting, the governing body, New Yorkers waiting to apply for an adult use cannabis license are going to have to be patient. Tremaine Wright, chairperson for the 5-member Cannabis Control Board, said during a cannabis symposium in Rochester that licensees need to operate adult use dispensaries in the state. Likely won't be issued until 2023 at the earliest. Damn.
That's at the earliest, they say. That doesn't mean like it's going to take later than that. Well, I mean, 2023, that's forever. I mean, how much longer do you guys need for your regulations? Seriously. They should be able to do it by the summer of next year, in my opinion.
That also gives that guy, remember the story we covered with the food truck? The traveling guy with gives him another 2 years of just rake it in. Good on you, dude. Break it in tax-free, baby.
Untaxed, not taxes not paid yet. So you can allocate an account for hopefully your taxes.
Hey, you remember South Dakota? When they passed medical and recreational, and then the governor said, "Hell no."
Right, she came around, and so medical is actually opening up for South Dakota. They're going to have a licensing round here fairly shortly. It might actually be going on now, but then there's just very few people in South Dakota, so I get a few calls, but not all that many.
And I got something interesting for you. This is something that I came across today as I was getting ready for today. South Dakota. So two stories in South Dakota. South Dakota legislators recommend bill to legalize marijuana for all purposes, but no homegrown. Let me make that a little bigger for y'all as I play with my little trackball.
No homegrown.
So no homegrown for South Dakota, at least at this moment. And with the bill being proposed, a panel decided Tuesday to move forward on legalizing marijuana for all purposes for people aged 21 and older in South Dakota, but keeping the current medical cannabis program in place. So that's good. They're going to be submitting another bill, which is stupid, though, because it already passed. But another South Dakota news, which caught my eye, which I thought was quite interesting, was this one right here. And let me just scroll back up. City of Sioux Falls to hold lottery for medical marijuana dispensary licensees. So Sioux Falls.
Nice.
is issuing licenses.
Sioux Falls lottery stocking. I love it. All right.
Yes.
So when is Sioux Falls going to have when's the submission window for Sioux Falls? Because let's go get some dispos in Sioux Falls.
Yeah. So if some business wanting medical cannabis and license in Sioux Falls will get one step closer Wednesday. As reported,
Wednesday,
Sioux
okay.
Falls is capping the number of dispensaries in the city to 5. So
Mm-hmm.
that's good. But I wonder how many grows. Like, you're talking stores. Does that include the stores and the grows?
No. It's a different license. But then now it becomes, okay, let's get that application and figure out how it's going to go. 5 is nice. We're really gearing up for New Jersey. I'm not sure if because tomorrow Ohio closes. So the office is gearing up to put everybody that we have to deal with into the Ohio lottery. And then, good luck on that. But they're going to have a lottery now in Sioux Falls. And these lotteries are everywhere. You have to study their rules. And the wealthy always have a statistical edge because they can buy more tickets. Or they can organize more LLCs, or real estate is required in Ohio. So the real estate play is amazing in Ohio. If you had the right type of land and the right type of building, you could have made $80,000 in the past month in Ohio, just as a landlord saying, hey, if you want to say my building's going to be where you're putting your dispensary, there'll be 10,000.
Well, and to your point, as far as the unfairness, and again, this is every state. We'll have the same topic over and over again. It's beating the dead horse that we'd like to do. On the story, Emmett Rice-Strawford turned in 26 medical cannabis dispensary applications to the city of Sioux Falls. One guy, Genesis Farms, 26. And then you go down below. City received 79 applications before the window to turn them in closed on Monday. So this one guy just turned in a third of the fucking applications. He's
going to win probably 2 of the licenses. Now, you see, I wish that I would have known that this was up. I could have coached him through it, but he figured it out himself. And that's the stuff that I do when it comes up to it. But then, can you afford? There's the same thing happened in Kittery, Maine. The guy who won in Kittery, Maine, there was 700 applications there. He bought 350 tickets.
Yeah,
he won 2 out of the 3 licenses.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No, it's why the rich people always win, because they can afford $600,000 in lottery tickets, and you can't.
Yeah, and that's just the unfairness of it all. And you know what's shocking as legalization goes from state to state. I don't know if you saw this one, but medical marijuana sales in Arkansas near 60,000 pounds through October.
It's great. Yeah, Arkansas's got a fairly decent market. Their population's about 3.5 million. Same type of population, actually bigger population than Mississippi. Similar population to Connecticut. And so 67,000 pounds, that ain't not bad.
But the value of 447 million. That's crazy.
Cool. How many does it say how many patients they have in not Little Rock, that's just the capital, but in Arkansas?
Let's see. Dispensary license, 6 pounds, medical purchases, medical marijuana patients purchased 3,500 pounds, 37 dispensaries.
Right.
Oh, the patients, 78,000. Wow.
78,595 active patient cards. That's an okay amount. I mean, there's 209,000 in Ohio, but Ohio's got 12 million people, not 3 or 4,
That's more than Germany. Than when we had our Germany guest.
Right.
I mean,
like 66,000 pounds, 69,000. That's not bad for 67,000 people. That's basically a pound a person. And I was doing the math. You smoke a gram a day, that's almost a pound a year. If you smoke more than a gram a day, it's definitely a pound a year. And so, like, if you're an average heavy user, that's about 1.5 grams, you'd be over a pound. So, yeah, each medical patient's probably using at least 1 gram a day, maybe 1.5 grams. And that's why they have about a pound per year per patient.
Well, and you're talking flower per se in itself too. Don't forget the patients who need like concentrates, like what when I would take for a gram or 2. I would say I can average 2 grams a day if I really, really was like measuring whatever. If I had like unlimited weed, but
if you were in the industry and you own dispos and grows, yeah. But like patients who need goddamn a gram of concentrate. It's probably what, like an ounce of flour? You can do the math, but then like if you're gram and let's say you have 20% weed, right? So your gram tests 20%. So then you need 5 grams to get that 1 gram, but then there's slippage, and so it probably took more than 5 grams to get that gram of RSO.
Yeah. No, I think I just think it's amazing. And then final story I got for everybody that I thought was interesting was on Reuters. Reuters, this article here, they're trying to read the tea leaves. Better put a weed pun. You make it bigger.
Did you already do 420 somewhere?
I did not. Would you like to take a break?
Yeah, this 420 somewhere is brought to you by Collateral Brace. Why don't we go to that bumper and you can resize?
Sounds good, brother. You just find it. We have so many little things.
It's the one that says 420 somewhere CB.
Oh, there you are.
That's right.
All
The
right.
Collateral Base is my law firm and consulting firm. It's currently at booth 502 at the Emerging Industry Professionals Trade Show in St. Charles, Missouri, which, of course, is a suburb of St. Louis. Come on out and see me tomorrow. I have a presentation at 9:15. Did you see that thing where I was able to kind of zoom in on that, or has my feed gone dead by then?
No, you're good. But
Cool.
I'm trying to see if I can. Hey, see, we had the biggest
Nice.
issues.
You gotta play with it. It's gotta.
I try not to so much. You know, this one I found interesting because it was on Reuters, but you have people trying to speculate like, you know, it's coming. It's definitely coming, which we all know the toothpaste is out of the tube. They go on to talk about like it should be no surprise that Americans' attitudes for cannabis and cannabis legalization have come a long way since President Nixon signed the CSA, Controlled Substance Act. Once again, the war on drugs, cannabis has become a big business, with the state legal cannabis market expected to reach over $40 billion in the United States by 2026.
Nice.
Over 60% of adults believe marijuana should be legal for both medical and recreational.
It's closer to 70. I mean, if you look at the Gallup polls, it's closer to 70, 68%.
Okay. Yay, team. The fact that the industry remains federally legal has very real implications. Duh. The cost of capital remains high. Federal protections such as bankruptcy and trademarks remain out of reach. Banking access is constrained, and many tax deductions are unavailable. And as recent prosecutions have shown, federal authorities will step in from time to time. Yep. An arsenal of powerful tools available to them under federal law, which is all about ending prohibition. The lessons the defendants in the United States versus Akavan out of the Southern District of New York recently learned when they were convicted of trying to circumvent bank payment processing. Oh, we talked about them.
Yep, you talked about that. I was always mentioning how that was probably money laundering, and then you know what? It was.
Yeah, and that's what they go to, right? Money laundering and tax evasion.
Bribery.
In practical terms, continued federal prohibition means that there is no nationwide market for state legal cannabis. Instead, there are a dozen individual insular markets in which diversion of cannabis across state lines is strictly prohibited. Again, the word diversion just really implies, Reuters got a shitty ass website. You would think for an old ass newspaper, they would have a better site with like less spammy ads. But
they must not understand how the internet works.
They don't care. I mean, they got their money. So, as noted, state legal marijuana related businesses pay more for services that many business owners in other industries are granted, like the Safe Banking Act. So, do you think the Safe Banking Act is going to go through on this next thing? Do you think that next thing, the infrastructure thing, is going to pass?
No, the infrastructure thing will pass, but I think safe banking may actually go through at the end of the year because of the budget reconciliation. We'll find out around Christmas. And what do I want for Christmas? Safe cannabis banking. Because if I do this right, our craft grow may never have to pay that $1,500 a month, but it might. It probably might. I mean, because that's how much it costs to have a cannabis bank account. At least they'll charge you $1,500 a month for having a business bank account if you have a plant-touching cannabis license. If you're what they call a Tier 1 MRB. Right.
If you're actually there touching the plant, which is crazy. What do you think about the? I think it's slowly coming in. Obviously with the article in the mainstream press, but the recent passing of the infrastructure bill, right? Because we have the infrastructure bill that just got signed by Joe Biden, and what's the next thing? The Green Deal they're trying to work out, whatever.
Well, they're gonna have to fund the government for next year, and so they need a budget. They need a 2022 budget. So I think the budget's about the budget to be about $4 to $5 trillion.
So again, numbers that we all, if we just got prohibition, got rid of that, how much money would America save? And just like not policing and not buying extra tanks and all the other bullshit we do.
Or,
But
creating their own bioplastics and creating their own building materials. All sorts of things could be made in America again.
make batteries. Oh my God, it'd be
Make
phenomenal.
batteries,
Hemp batteries.
building materials, 3D printing technologies. It's going to be a really interesting cannabis future. And you guys can tune in every week and watch us on Cannabis Legalization News.
Well, what's going to be really interesting too, is the testing that's going to be available now with the past infrastructure bill that just got signed, because they allotted so people can test the local cannabis, like locally grown cannabis. That's amazing.
That's good. That's good, because like none of the research was getting done. So now as the research starts getting done, that research comes in and says what we've been saying for the past 85 years. It's fine. It's medicine. And they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it was. It turns out you have an endocannabinoid system.
Right.
Our bad.
And road accidents don't increase, and job people working.
Suicide goes down.
Dude, quality of life goes up with legalization. Period. So, yeah. All right, man. So you just out there trudging along, then, huh?
Yeah, I'll be at booth 502 until about 5 o'clock today, and then we have a reception at 6 that goes until 8. That'll be dinner. Hopefully, get a little workout in after that, and then check in on Ohio. Make sure the Ohio applications are all taken care of and getting in. And then you know what? We're going to do it all again tomorrow. I have that conference at 9:15 discussing how to use convertible debt to capitalize your business and make a pitch to an investor. Well, I'll go into it tomorrow.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's just part of the business side. It's the you make sure. Remember, I told you when you start talking about like process and legislations and processy, play a little porno music in the back.
I was
the hair in the back.
Yep. That's right.
I'm Tom. I'm your lawyer. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. You want? I'm going to take off. I know you want to take off, so
yep.
Yeah, let me push the little button.
Shout out. No, first give a shout out to all the members, because that's the only way that this channel makes any revenue whatsoever. And then don't forget to do that. But then also comment. Give us some comments, not just the live comments, the ones that are like, not live.
Well, and again, I encourage thumbs up, thumbs downs, hate, love, whoever you are. Thanks for joining us. It's been great. And we'll see you again Sunday.
Yep. Sunday.
Right on. Push a little button. Dun, 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 dun,
right, you have to push that's not the credits. Push the credits button.
Oh wait, is it credits all updated?
Yeah.
Are they? Oh,